Today I'm meeting my friend John with some remarkable people, and they train guide dogs. Can't wait to see them, to learn a little bit more about what they do. And here they are. How are you? Yeah, great to see you. How long did it take you to come here?
Well, I can't pass my eyes off, so it took me 20 minutes walk.
So what dogs have we got with us today then?
This is Lilly. Lilly is 6 months. Lilly came to me when she was 7 weeks. I do a lot of initial training, and then she leaves me at 14 or 16 months.
Laura, so who have we got here then?
This is Stuart, that's my husband Stuart, and this is Woody, guide dog Woody. Stuart's had him since middle of September time.
Yes, I am. Once John's finished his initial training of the dog for the first 12 months, the dog goes to a further advanced training at Leamington Spa, and then their characteristics are matched up to the suitable person on the waiting list. So I've just come back from Nottingham and qualified with Woody. It's a 12-day residential course followed by 3 weeks in your home area of training to learn how to build a partnership with the dog.
John, it's an absolute privilege to have here today the trainer of the dogs, and also a lady and gentleman that has benefited from your training.
My official title is Guide Dog Puppy Raiser, because we get the puppies at 7-8 weeks of age, and we technically raise them over the next 14 or 16 months. So we do training, initial training, and then when they leave us, they've gone on to advanced training. The first thing that we have to do is train the dogs to do their business when they're told. In the future, when the dogs qualify, they usually do most of their business at home before the dog goes out. We educate them on noises, on people, on shops, noises and smells. They have to ignore anything on the floor, and when I'm working with them, ignore people, other dogs, unless I say it's okay to say hello. I train them onto buses, I train them onto trains, and going round shops where there's clothes hanging. So there's many different aspects of the training that we do, but it's not the official big training that happens when the dog leaves us and goes on to the next generation of training. So at 14 or 16 months they leave us, and then they go on to a bit more advanced training. If they pass that training, then they go on to the real advanced training, and that incorporates people like Stuart and mould the dog together with the person.
I was born with a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. It's a bit like looking out of a window and someone's painting the window in. I've had it all my life. It's a genetic disorder. When I moved to Cromer, I decided at that point it was bad enough that I should go on the guide dog waiting list. So I went through the initial assessment, and then passed me on the assessment and then put me on the list. Due to COVID, a lot of the breeding of the dogs had stopped, and the training was all different, because a guide dog, for example, is trained to take you into a shop through the door, but it doesn't know about queuing. So I had to wait nearly 3 years for my match.
Your story in general is incredible, and I should think it will give a lot of inspiration to people that are in a similar scenario as yours.
I think if you're dealing with sight loss, the main thing I would recommend anyone do is to go and find the help. Register with your local council. They're a good starting point, and then we have charities here called Vision Norfolk, who are excellent. They can provide you with white cane training, which is your first step really to your independence, is the white cane training, a long cane, which allows you to feel the terrain at your feet, and then eventually as you go on, you have guide dogs will be open to you. There is even accessibility for younger children, because a lot of guide dogs don't make the grade, and they go into a scheme called the buddy dog, and the buddy dog is given to a young family if they have a child that's got a visual impairment, who obviously can't handle an adult guide dog. They give them to the family to show them what a guide dog can do, and to get that child used to being around dogs.
It's made a massive difference, obviously, the dog. How important do you think these dogs are to people?
The first thing that the dogs do is give people back their independence. Being able to travel about safely is a big thing for anybody, and when a normally sighted person walks down the street, you don't even think about it. But if you've got no vision, any little thing can be a danger to you. So the dogs themselves are invaluable in what they do.
Stuart, for people like me, because we don't know, when I see a guide dog, the first thing I want to do is pat it on the head and cuddle it. That is the wrong thing to do, isn't it?
Well, when you see a guide dog and it is working, you must never approach it or try to pat it or disturb the owner, even to say hello to the harness on the back of the dog. It signifies that the dog is working. So, and the dogs are taught not to be distracted. So any little thing that you do may distract the dog and stop him from doing what he's doing. The only time you can approach someone with a guide dog is if the harness handle is down. Then you should be safe to just go and ask that person, is it okay to say hello to the dog? But if the harness handle is up, you mustn't ever go and approach the dog. Just a simple thing can make a big difference to any guide dog owner, because obviously they are very special dogs and everyone wants to say hello to them. But it is just purely the fact that once the harness is on and the handle is up, they are working. And the big thing is other dogs. People who have other dogs, it's easy for them to be distracted by other dogs. So, just a bit of thought is very helpful to any guide dog owner.